rolling weed while I'm driving, nigga.
Another great day, great episode of Lush Louisville. Lush Louisville. How's everybody doing? Gang. Cameron Renison, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you in the chat. We early in here. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing well? Let me get off the off my Twitch here. Nope, not that. There we go. Big episode today. Tate McGarvey, Louisville rapper. Went to high school with him. Known him for a while. He's a cool kid. Cool dude, good rapper. I didn't even know. He's probably been rapping now for probably 3 or 4 years. But, yeah. So, everybody, welcome to the podcast. Podcast where we're shining light on Louisville creatives and their work. And yeah, first off, let me just say I've got a email list going, and that I send out emails every week promoting the show, telling a little bit about each guest for the week. If you'd like to be on that, DM me on the Lush Louisville Instagram, or you can text me, whatever works for you. And beat tapes. I've been putting out beat tapes. I put out 3 this year so far. I'm trying to do it every week. Check it out on my Soundcloud. The link is actually, I don't think the link is in my bio, but I will send out some emails. In the emails this week, I'll put my Soundcloud link in there. But that's something we're going to talk about today, is the streaming platform Soundcloud. It's a free streaming platform, quote unquote, but it's Tate uses it a lot. All his music is on there. I think he might have some music streaming on Spotify and stuff, but I don't know. I think he might have one album. But SoundCloud is, you don't have to pay to put your music out, and it's instant and it's streaming. But you don't have to pay to put for your release, but you also don't get paid for your music. But it's, in term, with these beat tapes that I put out, they're just instrumentals, but I do a lot of sampling on vinyl, off of vinyl. And, you can't, unless you get the sample cleared to make money off it, that's illegal. But on SoundCloud, I'm not getting paid, and for the beats that I put out. So it's not, I'm not making money off it. So it's technically it's legal to do that. It's legal in my sense. But, I love sampling, so, that's never going to stop. But yeah, so this week, what happened? Let's see. Yeah, so anything big this week? No, I just had regular week of work. Went to a show at Opry Mills on Tuesday night, right by the mall in the hotel. That was super cool. And that's about it. Nothing special. No Valentine's this weekend. I don't have time for that. But everybody be safe. Get your girl some flowers, some chocolates, the whole shebang. But yeah, so Tate and Jake. Tate's the rapper. Jake is his producer. Not his sole producer, but pretty exclusively they work together. That's something we're going to talk about, the dynamic duo kind of creative process. Hopefully Jake will be on here. We haven't heard from him yet, but we're going to get Tate in here in just a second. And we all went to high school together. I played basketball with Jake. And yeah, so we're going to get things going here. Let me give Tate the call, the ring. Let's get him in here. See what he's got going on. Yo.
Yo, what up, brother?
How you doing, man?
Chilling. What's up with you?
Man, just doing the same. Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Appreciate
Good to have
it,
you
bro.
on here.
Appreciate it, Brody.
Lush Louisville.
Jake's on his way, but he's on his own time, so.
Yeah, I figured.
He
Well, that's
gets there
good.
when he gets there.
Yeah, he'll show up. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to go get him some. Had my girl go get him some donuts. You know what I'm saying? Got to give him a little.
Nice.
Yeah.
Donuts.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice, man.
From where?
What's up with you, Kev?
Where were the donuts from? Krispy Kreme?
I don't know. They got this new little donut shop over here in J-Town. She went over there and picked some up. So.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like Krispy Kreme or something. That sounds super good right now. But anyways, man, how you doing? You feeling good?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Been working on my project.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the mixing stage right now, so it's gonna be probably a few more weeks before I get that out. But I got my boy David Lee down in Atlanta. He works at Think It's a Game. He's gonna be mixing that project, and I'm gonna be putting that out here in just a little bit. So I'll look for the promo. Yeah.
So you said David Lee, so he is mixing your project.
Yes, sir.
Hey, he was guest number 3 on the show. That's dope, man.
Yeah, David's my dog. He used to be my recording engineer at Coates Music Studios over in Middletown.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moved down to Atlanta and started doing bigger things. So
yeah.
So I got him mixing that.
Yeah, I remember when he moved to Atlanta. He called me and told me about that. That's super cool. But so Tate, I kind of gave him a little bit of the rundown, kind of who you are, what you do, but kind of tell us a little bit more. Where you, what's your background in Louisville, and where'd you go to? Well, I told him we all went to the same school, but just what's your background in Louisville and where'd you grow up and things like that.
Yeah, bro, I'm from Louisville.
Yes, sir.
I was born in Germantown, moved out to Fern Creek, spent most of my time in the Highlands, close to Atherton High School.
Okay.
Been just a white boy rapping, you know what I'm saying?
White boy rapping.
Shout out my cousin Cam. Shout out my boy Reed. Shout out my boy Huber. All those dudes. Those are my dogs.
Okay.
Grew up, you know what I'm saying, around a good group of people, and just kind of how I started getting into music. Sophomore year, I went to Manual, as you know. My boy Kev, rapping the Dirty Do.
Mm-hmm.
I started rapping. I would go my sophomore year. My boy Will Adams and we were taking this really hard AP course. And so we were like, well, screw school. Like, honestly, I don't know. I did well in school, and I graduated college, but I was never like a big fan of school. So we would sit in the back of this class and, he'd have his laptop out. He'd be playing beats and stuff through headphones. So I would sit there and write, lyrics on a notepad. And then after school, we go over and record on his laptop with Apple headphones. And just like start rapping, dude. And I'm sure they were terrible. They were terrible.
Hey, that's how it goes. But that's a cool story because, I get what you're saying about school. Like, what was the AP class? Do you remember you were in?
Yeah, it was AP US History with Mr. Garrett.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that class. I took. Actually, I don't think I didn't take. I think at Emmanuel I only took like 2 AP classes. Somehow it worked out where I got to do that. I don't know. It was, but I remember hearing about how hard that class was.
Yeah, man.
That's funny.
I was in MST, so I was in Math Science Technologies. You know what I'm saying?
I did not know that.
I was intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I think I think that relates a little bit, and you can portray that in some of my music.
Of
I
course,
got
yeah.
it doesn't sound too in terms of my lyrics. You can definitely hear some different styles and different complex lyrics. That to the common listener probably doesn't sound anything special, but
Yeah,
to somebody like myself that breaks down music, you can really kind of hear the different complex sounds you got.
absolutely. Good way of putting it. So, you go from you're in the back of class writing raps, recording with the Apple headphones, like you said. Everybody got that first setup, that was like, just janky,
Yeah,
I did the same. But
yeah.
I was never rapping, but in terms of just like producing. But so, after, when you did get out of school, what was your progress from writing raps in the back of class to making actual songs? What was that kind of road like, and how to go for
Yeah,
you?
so for us, we didn't really know what we were doing. I think at the time we were recording on one of the original Fruity Loops studios.
Oh yeah,
So Will knew enough to be able to touch record and record songs.
right.
And that's kind of where, so like for me as an artist, when I'm in the studio, I'm pretty much spitting most of my verses and hooks all in one take. And I think that
Right.
kind of originates from what we did back then, because there was no cutting in and out and chopping up audio clips. For in vocals, for us it was more of like, you
So
got to record your whole project in one take, or else it ain't gonna get
yeah,
done. So
wow,
we would do that.
yeah, that's
And
that's that's
yeah, me and Will, man.
that's crazy, because it's like, like you said, y'all didn't really know what you were doing, and so it's the one take, uh, the one take Tate, that you either get it in one take or you don't. But that probably made you a lot better,
It
if
did, yeah. It did, yeah. And I mean, honestly, like, one of the things about that made me better was just the fact that with freestyle and stuff, like, I think it all kind of originated, and how people were like, all right, you need to start taking this shit serious, was, me and my boy Nemo and Will and Marino and J Rat and all those boys. We
yeah,
would be
yeah,
we would just be doing what high school dudes do, and getting buttered and shit. And we'd be in the car, and and
you was just going crazy.
Will would bring his laptop. He charged up his laptop, and we all wrote this fucking song, bro. All of my boys wrote verses on a song called Red Velvet. All right, and I wish I had this song still, because like
I
my
wish you
verse
did
on it
too.
went, my verse on it went crazy, and all the boys were like, "Yo, this shit's hard." So, after that, still to this day, me and J Rat, whenever we get together, we're freestyling this shit. I got videos for days of us just sitting there freestyling. And, it's really just kind of evolved into what it is today. And then, I met several different people along the way. When I first started rapping, Chili wasn't even making beats, you know what I'm saying? Or if he was, I sure as hell didn't know about it.
Yeah, me
And,
neither. Yeah,
and yeah. And then he started just, I don't know, out of the blue, he started making beats. And I started recording a little bit. My boy Schnurr, Andrew Schnurr,
mm-hmm.
my boy, as he records most of my music and has done mixes on like my project Nectar and all this shit.
Nice,
He
man.
was, he's kind of the guy that got me really focused on rap. So he, I started recording over there. And then Jake was like, I was recording on some different beats on like BeatStars and YouTube and shit. And Jake was like, yo, check out
Yeah.
this beat. And then we did Nectar together, and then after that, it was over, man. It was a wrap.
Yeah, so a lot of good things, just kind of, you were speaking about, with from rapping in the car with your boys, and now, now you're really doing it. So talk about, you said you met some people along the way. Who are some of those people?
Um, well, first and foremost, probably my cousin. I got a very close knit family. I got a bunch of
Hmm.
cousins.
Right.
One of them being my boy Cam. Can't remember Naz, and
Yeah.
that's
Hey,
my.
he's in the chat. He said,
Oh, Big Goofy, yeah, Big
yeah.
Goofy.
He said,
We got some sports bets out right now. Got to get that money right. But
yeah.
I would say my cousin dates a pretty well known rapper in Louisville. His name's B Soon.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I remember the first time I met B, he was telling me about how he went on tour with Wayne, and how he had,
Mm.
he's got verses with Meek Mill and all these dudes. So, that was definitely dope. And at that time was about when I started taking rap serious. And then, he started listening to shit, and I started playing him some songs. He was like, "Damn, bro, you're cold." And so he's definitely been a big part of my upcoming too. Aside from Snare and Jake, just the people I work with on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
B-Sim's definitely the guy that's pointing me in the right direction. I'm trying to get him to manage my ass right now.
Yeah.
I need him to start managing me, bro. He wants to. He said he's gonna start doing it, but I don't know. It's just I would say B-Sim's got to be the guy in Louisville that is like kind of pointing me in the right direction. Really got me on the right path.
Yeah. So I've got your Instagram pulled up and that picture of B-Sim and you at 400. Yeah. I've been hearing about him a lot. He was I know he did that song about the Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah, you don't want these cards.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And I know he's done a whole lot more.
Yeah. You'll hear a lot of B-Sim songs whenever you go to like UVille games and shit.
Yeah.
I know now they're playing Jack Harlow, which is my fucking boy. Jack's hilarious. I've known Jack for a minute too, but he B's definitely one of the guys, one of the OGs from Louisville. He did a song for the Bengals too.
Really?
He's got some shit out there, man. That's like in the Louisville area. You can't go into a UVL game without having people walking by saying what's up to B-Sim.
Really? Well, that's dope. He sounds like a good person to know. And you're trying to get him to manage you. You said.
Yeah, he's got his connections in Louisville. We got some work together too. He's actually going to be on one of my songs in my new project. So he's going to be on that too. And, we got songs together. We got some unreleased music. We got music that's out. We got music together. But more importantly, it's going to be a kind of a mutual thing. I think my project's really about to start popping here. After I put that out, once I get my mix back and stuff, I've had nothing but good reviews from everybody.
Yeah.
Got everybody hitting me up trying to get my music early. I'm like, hell no.
Nah.
But yeah, it's just oh, what's that? I'm looking at Cam's comments on there.
Yeah, he said Chili loves a good bistro. He said that there's a bistro in the donut place or something like that.
Nah, Jake loves his bistros, man. Down in the Highlands, they got some.
Oh yeah, I know about him in the Highlands.
But yeah, man, it's really just with B, it's going to be a thing where it's going to be mutual beneficial, once my music starts getting popping and stuff.
Right.
I'm looking at him trying to help, with shows and help manage me in general, point me in the right direction, help with the connections, get us both in the right place, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, good, man. Yeah, dope. So let's talk a little bit about, your project. Now, we don't have to give too much away, but like, I wish Jake was here. I wish Jake was here because I want to talk about.
He just pulled up. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's getting out of his car right now. He's probably buttered as hell.
Well, so your process now that you went from the back of the class to the car with your boys, and now you've got songs out. Now you're putting out projects and a handful of singles. And you've got this new project you're working on, and you're waiting for the mixes. What is your creative process like? And we'll get Jake in on this too, but just speak a little bit about your creative process.
Yeah. So a lot of people think with music, that's just really complex. Like I'm sitting here writing lyrics for a month before I go in the studio.
Yeah,
it's just not the case, bro. Like
right.
to be honest with you, like my ultimate goal is to be able to get to the point where I can make music for a living. I'll tell you why. So like. Right now, I have a solid career. Everybody's got their plan B. Plan B is not my focus, but I will say that, I've always got something to fall back on. If I took that time that I'm using for plan B and focus that, on the music shit and spent 45, 50 hours a week like I do working on my music shit, it'd be a different ballgame. Because what happens is, I step in the studio, walk in there and, Jake's playing beats for me and shit that I haven't heard yet. He'll go through and play, a good selection. He'll go through and start playing, 5, 10 beats, whatever, how many beats he's got at the time, 2, 3. And I'm like, whoa, like, stop right there. Like, I'm ready to hop on that beat right there. So, I'll pick out that song, and I'm telling you, within about 20 minutes, I got a whole song written.
Nice.
I'll step in the studio, probably spend about 25, 30 minutes there. And then from there, that song's finished recording, from your in and outs, your ad libs, from your layers, from the hook, from the verse, anything that I want to do with it. So really it's under an hour for me from the time I walk in the studio to the time I hear a beat to the time I write a song and record it. You look at how much time that I could spend on that a week working. I could record 50, 60 songs a week, no problem. And make this shit consistent. So it's definitely a creative process in the sense where I walk in. My biggest thing is I don't like distractions. So like when I walk in the studio, I don't mind if people come to the studio, but I definitely don't want you like asking me questions. Don't be hollering me, hollering about this and that.
Right.
Goes Big Fibby right there. So I don't really, I don't like distractions in the studio. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be, I walk in there and whoever's there to work, there to work. Don't be on your phone. Don't be sleeping. Don't be in there making noise. I definitely don't like drunk bitches in the studio.
That's a no. That's a no right there. That's too much of a distraction.
Too much, bro. They'll be trying to hop in the booth and shit. Which is good on occasion to have friends come through and shit. But like,
yeah.
My girl doesn't even go to the studio. So if that kind of tells you like, where the focus is on that.
Right. So what you got any crazy studio stories like girls trying to get in the booth like you were saying? What's been your craziest experience?
I'm not gonna say no names, but
okay.
I've definitely had some friends of mine that girls who come to the studio and get fucked up. Some of my best stories honestly is when my boys are there because like we'll just get uncomfortably hot and just like seeing the interaction between the boys and shit. Yeah. Sometimes my boys will try to hop in the booth and shit too. They just hear me go in on a verse and shit, and so they just like try to hop on that shit too. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's pretty funny, man.
Now, I bet. Which studios? Where are you recording at?
So the one I recorded my whole project at was Evo. It's down on 4th Street.
Yeah.
4th Street Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Slick runs that studio. His name's Slick, DJ Slick. And then I also, in the past, I've recorded at 400. I think that's a place where I definitely want to open my doors and start working there more.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say a good amount. I got a home studio set up. So I'm recording a little bit at home too. I'll tell you the one place where I probably have spent the most time in a professional studio was definitely Coates over in Middletown.
Yeah, I've never been there. I've heard you talk about it though.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a minute now. It's probably been several months since I've even been in there, but because I've been elsewhere. But my boy RC runs that, and then I've had several engineers record me there. D Lee, and I've had D Lee and Bump's been in there, so it's definitely kind of like my place where I started in a professional studio, and I've recorded my latest project down at Evo.
Okay. Is that I know that's like right across from downtown recording and right next to Huge, right?
Right next to it, yeah. It's like a floor above there. Yeah.
You been to Huge Music Studio?
I haven't been in there yet. I've seen it, but I haven't recorded there.
Yeah.
It's definitely a dope studio. That's one of the cool things about studios is you can have like a good environment. You got to have a good
aesthetic
environment around you, a creative environment. Right. So, something I like about studios is like the aura. You got different lights and you got the LED lights and shit in there. And,
something about your aura. Yes.
Yeah, I like it a little dark in there. You know what I'm saying? I like it a little dark. Where
yeah, you gotta have the neon lights and stuff.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
What's that? Where is that? Jake? He made it.
Hey.
Yo,
what's going on, Kev?
How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Nice to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you too. I'm glad we could get you on here. We we had to get that exclusive artist producer duo, man.
Oh man, yeah.
Hold on, let me get this set up.
Yeah. So take your time. Are you on your computer or your phone?
I'm on my computer.
Oh, okay, bad. Right, yeah. So Jake, welcome to the show. Good to have you on here.
Lush
Lush Louisville, episode 22. So we're just getting the rundown on Tate. When he started rapping, how he started, different things like that. And I asked him about his creative process, and I wanted to get your input and take on all that. How do you all? He said that Tate just spoke about he'll come in the studio and you be playing beats, and then he just hops on, and in about 20 minutes he's got a song. So what's your part in that? I know you produce and make beats, but what's the process like for you?
Man, I really just find somewhere to make a beat and then cook up. If I think Tate could flow on it, I send it to him. Actually, no, I don't send it to him.
He don't send me beats no more. He don't send them.
Hey, yeah.
He doesn't want me to start recording and start writing until I'm in the studio.
I don't like for him to write when he's at home because I think he takes too much time. I think it's better when it's more organic in the studio. So I like to let him hear him when he's actually there. So I don't like to send him out. But
right, okay. So do you make beats like I guess you said you make beats like if you're making one for Tate, if you think he could flow on it, do you make beats for certain people or do you just start pressing buttons and just make whatever?
I mean, I try to make beats for certain people. It doesn't always go as planned, so mostly I kind of just go with the flow. I mean, right now, honestly, everything I make is kind of made for Tate, honestly, because you know we work together the most, and I know he's an artist that'll always hop on, so there's no problem with giving him that. So yeah, most of the time it's for Tate, but I try to make other stuff. I mean, it happens sometimes. You just never know.
Right. Yeah. So it seems like y'all have got a pretty tight relationship in terms of the music. I know you did the Tate. You just said that first EP. What was it called? Jake produced the whole thing.
Yeah, Nectar was the first.
Nectar
was the first exclusive project.
Yeah. So, and then after that, y'all kind of, is that when y'all kind of got like rolling together, or had you been like working for a while?
Shit. I mean, I would say like when you go look at my other projects, those are, a lot of production that's done by other people. Mm-hmm. So I would say probably after Nectar, which was, I would say around winter time of 2019, like January of 2019, that we kind of started working pretty much exclusively. Like, to be honest, I don't want anybody else's beats right now because a couple things. One, like, I just don't like anybody else's beats, you know what I'm saying? Especially at a Louisville. Like, I listen to a lot of people and a lot of beats, but it's just like the ones that I feel relate to me the most and the ones that like I know that I can do the most damage on Jake's beats. So I don't know. It's just that's just not really my scene to be messing with a lot of producers right now.
Yes, well, and if it seems like y'all got a pretty organic process, and if y'all work like that, it's not like why fix it if it's not broken, It seems like y'all got it down pretty pat. So, what's y'all's favorite song y'all have done together?
What you think, Jake?
I mean, right now it's probably something that's not been released.
Out. Yeah,
but.
Yeah, I would have to say.
Are we talking about stuff that's out?
Yeah, it's stuff that's been out, that you put out.
I'll say my personal favorite and a song that. So I got a good amount of lyrics, bro. What the fuck is she doing? Oh my god, my cat's crazy.
Oh man.
I would say my favorite song that's out that nobody really listens to is Shawn Michaels. That song's fucking hard.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels is hard, bro. It was off this project we called Gertrude. Jake and I released a couple projects, like little EPs, just like 3-song EPs, about a year ago or so that like weren't really promoted much, and the main reason is just like real. I don't know. It's just real like experimental. One of them was Gumdrop, and then one of them was Gertrude. Gertrude's got like a gray kind of style. It's actually on Jake's SoundCloud.
Okay.
So. We definitely got work that we've done together that's like exclusive that nobody's heard about. I'll say this much: this project we're about to put out has by far like it's gonna be about 10-song project, and it's got by far the best songs that I've got with Jake, undoubtedly.
Is it exclusively produced by you, Jake?
Hell yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. No, what's up? Go ahead.
No, I was saying I don't know if it is.
Oh, okay. The Tate, the first song that I listened to from you was off of What Lies Beyond the Stars, the song Till I Die, that sax sample and that beat. I'll never forget, I was a sophomore in college at the time, and I heard it and I was like, is this Tate the dude from Manual? And like I was like, dang man, this is pretty good. But ever since that I came across it last night, I was like, man, I haven't heard this song in a while. But that's probably one of my favorites. But also, I listened to the what was it? Is it Ja Morant?
Ja Morant,
Yeah, that was pretty hard. And Jabroni and all the new singles you've got were pretty crazy. Fuji.
Fuji was definitely a dope one. That was mixed by Rucker. He works at 96.5.
I remember you telling me.
Ja Morant, I think, was off my Nectar project. And so that's funny that you say that because, like, you know, a lot of my listeners not only come from Louisville but elsewhere as well. So, like, I got a following. I actually have a pretty decent following in South Carolina, and that's because of Ja Morant. So, like, I swear to God, I had like 20 dudes DMing me, like, talking about how hype Ja Morant was, that song, because, you know, he's from South Carolina. And so,
did he hear it?
I don't think he heard it, bro. I don't think he's ever heard it. I think if he heard it, he would fuck with it and let me know.
Right, yeah. I never heard of him. He's a basketball player for South Carolina.
Who, Ja Morant?
Yeah. Oh no, Murray. It says Murray State.
Bro, Ja Morant.
Dude, I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Bro, he won Rookie of the Year last year. He plays for the Grizzlies.
Oh damn.
Bro, hurts me. Ja Morant, yeah. That's
your picture. Okay, your picture here. It says the cover art for the song. He's got a Murray State jersey on.
Yeah, he went to Murray State.
Okay, all right. So, all right. I had never heard of him ever. That when I saw the title of the song, I was like, what does that mean? But bro, I don't even keep up with basketball anymore. I can't lie to you.
I feel you, bro.
Damn, you don't keep up with basketball?
No, I know. He
had a great lefty stroke, and he doesn't even keep up with hoops. What is that?
Yeah, man. That's something we could
come on, Kev.
I know. I just I just don't really follow it anymore. I don't know why. I guess I mean I used to be super in the into the NBA, but you know now I just don't. But man, that's crazy. Yeah. So for y'all that don't know, me and Jake played basketball together at Manual, and Tate, you played a little bit too, didn't you?
Fuck no. So me,
I remember you playing some, like at least.
Nah, bro. Hey, I was a water boy.
Oh, okay. All right. But
Yeah.
I thought you played a couple times in practice or something like that. I don't know.
Brody,
he did.
I did. I was I was a practice player, but we had, so how that kind of worked out is like we had 5 a.m. workouts for baseball. You know, I played baseball in college.
Okay.
So we had 5 a.m. workouts. And so I was like, how can I get out of these workouts? And then I tried out for the basketball team.
Yeah.
And I tried out for varsity. I missed the JV tryouts because I decided I want to try out. Like when I decided I want to try out, it was too late for JV. So I tried out for varsity, and they were like fucking with me heavy. But then they told me that I wasn't like hopping in drills and shit enough during tryouts. So I was like, fuck it. So I was like, they were like, I want you to be around though. They're like, you know, I'd like to offer you, like, we want you to be a practice player for us, and we want you to.
They saw the skill.
They saw the skill, you know.
Talent.
They just thought that I was too timid, you know what I'm saying? Because like I'm not a drill guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, give me the ball, I'm gonna shoot that bitch. So like,
hey, that's how I was. That's exactly how I was. If I'm shooting, if the ball's in my hand.
Right. So I started practicing with JV, you know what I'm saying? And I fuck him up a little bit, and I never really took it serious. That's one thing that I definitely regret, was not taking basketball more serious.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. But Jake, you played in college, right?
Yeah, I played at IUS for a little bit, and then I went and played at a junior college up in Illinois.
Yeah,
for a little bit, but after that, I called it quits.
Do you do any like? Oh man, save me one, bro. Woo! What's the name of the donut store?
Bro, I don't even know. This is exclusive.
The exclusive donuts.
Yeah,
so, Jake, do y'all still play basketball at all? You like pick up or anything like that?
No, I do not play any type of basketball anymore.
For real?
Yeah, it's hard for me to do that running up and down right now, so I just make beats right now. That's my thing.
Hey, I just make beats, bro.
Keep it
simple.
simple.
Hell yeah. Okay, so talking about your music releases, Tate, what is your opinion on SoundCloud? Because it seems like you use that exclusively.
Yeah, so I do have music out on Apple and Spotify.
Okay, okay.
I definitely got music out there. I actually dropped Nectar on
I think
Spotify as
I remember
well.
listening to that on Spotify.
And it was on Apple Music. It was on everything. You know, when I release something, I go through a digital networking site called TuneCore, so I can
Yeah.
release it at every single streaming service. You know, I got it on Tidal, I got it on
Yes,
Apple,
sir.
Spotify, Deezer, all of them, but YouTube Music. But I took Nectar off there not terribly long ago, a little bit a while ago. The main reason being is because I started working on my next project, and like,
Hmm.
you know, if I'm gonna invest into myself, I want to make sure that I do it top notch. So, you
Right.
know, really the only stuff that you're gonna find on there right now is some singles. You'll find a couple different projects, but most of what I got on there right now is just singles. With SoundCloud, reason I use SoundCloud the most is because you're going to get the most exposure on there. I mean, you know, you look
Yeah.
at one of my most recent releases, Back with Gang, just started popping. It's got like
I,
200,000
s-
views right now.
I saw. I wanted to talk to you about that. Are you doing any type of promo? I would guess, but like,
Yeah, I mean, you know, I definitely do promo. I would say I probably did promo enough to reach an audience of probably like 50,000 people. You know, so out of reaching those people, how many people actually clicked on it? You know, probably like 20,000. You know, so I have a lot of organic listens on that. I'm definitely not a believer in like the whole like purchase and play shit. Like that's fucking weird to me.
it's just not
Um,
very. It's not
it, it,
very.
it doesn't do anything productive for you, you know what I'm saying? And I think that reflects in my music, you know, just based upon how many likes and how
Yeah.
many reposts I have on those songs. You can look and see how organic it is, you know. So
Right.
I had a lot of producers hit me up after I dropped that shit. I would say I use SoundCloud mainly just to reach, you know, as organic of an audience as I possibly can.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So the Jabroni and Back with the Gang, they all got like 2,500 likes and 1,200 reposts, bro. That's nice. What is your actual uh promoting process? Are you texting people? Are you DMing people? What are you doing?
Fuck no. So I do. You obviously got your social media shit. You know, where you're posting shit online. I reached out to several blogs. You know, stuff. I was like, you got a lot of blogs out there and people out there who are ignorant in the music industry, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll
Mm-hmm.
put you on my blog for $250. Like, let's get one thing straight, Kev. Like, when it comes to my music shit, people are I people pay me. I don't pay people for my music. You know what I'm saying? When I start doing my shows, which we'll talk about later on. You know, people pay me. I don't pay them for my music shit. You know,
Okay.
so I'm a professional. So what that means to me is, you know, when I send my music out to these blogs, they're like, "Fuck yeah, we'll put that shit on." So I got placements on there um, for free, obviously. And so what that did is, you know, you get added on to like Spotify playlists, you get added on to SoundCloud playlists and things like that, where you
Right.
know you're going to get more exposure.
Yeah.
And once people start reposting and liking that shit, then it's popping up. It's just like social media; it's a timeline. You know what I'm saying? When everybody else sees, oh, so and so's liking this song, they're going to go through and listen to it too. So it's kind of how that works.
Cool, man. Yeah, because you've got getting some clout. I saw that the other day. I was like, dang. But then like I see that what's the other song? The Do What I Do. You know, it has got like it not anywhere near as much. But I was just curious what you were doing with those last couple of songs.
Yeah, definitely. I pushed them more because I knew they were of higher quality. You know, "Do What I Do" is a song I recorded. I want to say in the old apartment I stayed at, or maybe it was even at my house I'm at now. But you know, those are songs that like the songs that I feel like are radio ready, and the songs that I feel like have the most potential are the
Hmm.
ones that I'm gonna go push. So you know, with this project, by far the best music I've ever made. So I'm gonna push that shit even harder.
Hell yeah.
So I would like to see that reach out there. Obviously, that's going to be on Apple, Spotify, everything as well. So definitely going to have a lot of promotion coming up for that. Hey, Kale, let me ask you, how many people we got watching right now?
Let's get in here. Let's see. We had 10. There's 5 right now.
Oh, okay, word.
But you know that's speaking of promo. That's my goal at least for this season of the show is get more people in the live in the live viewing. I've had way more people view the videos. Like I said at the beginning, I started an email list.
Yeah.
But like when I post my videos now, I'm getting, I was getting like 10 views. Now I'm at like 60, and there's definitely more that I could do. I haven't really taken a full.
No, for sure, bro. I was just wondering how your process works too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I got an email list I started, and then of course, I got the Instagram page I promote and put the thumbnails on there and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely some more things I could do to increase, but so yeah. Well, that's good, man. It sounds like you've got a good process for promotion figured out. That's what every artist needs, and that's dope what you said, that you don't pay people for your music, people pay you. You're a professional, right? Like you said, that's facts. So, Jake, what are you making beats in?
FL Studio.
FL Studio. You got FL 20 or FL 12?
20.
Yeah, that 20 is nice because they just released it for Mac. Well, I guess it's probably been about a year now since they did that. But what you got, a Mac or a PC?
I got a PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what you a loop producer or a sample producer, or you making your own melodies? Not that it matters, but
it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But I do I do a little bit of both. I've started using samples more recently just because, why not?
Yeah, that's what people make them for. That's exactly right.
Yeah, and so why not use them? And people just literally give out a shit ton of them, just wanting people to use them. So
exactly.
Why not?
Yeah. Exactly. I agree. And what's Tate? I know you said you rapped on some YouTube beats a little bit, kind of before you got with Jake. What's y'all opinions on YouTube beats? Because I'm gonna say this, they've improved a lot. For a while, a lot of YouTube beats just sucked, but now with everybody producing and you got all the tight beats and everything like that, there's quality beats on there. But to me,
there's people getting placements off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely people who definitely get good looks, and for those producers, it's one easy way to get people to listen to those. A lot of people aren't going to go to BeatStars, and a lot of people aren't going to have those apps. Everybody's got YouTube, so it's a good opportunity for those producers, in my opinion. For YouTube beats, it's more of like a practice thing for me, where I can write lyrics and translate those over to like Jake Beats or something. Would I ever put any out now that I've got my shit popping? Definitely not.
Right. I mean, y'all got that relationship. Like I said, you don't need to. And I was just curious what y'all thought, because like I said, for a while, man, these YouTube beats have definitely improved.
Oh yeah, they're way better.
Yeah, for sure.
And that just comes with everybody can make beats now. Everybody's making beats, and so
I think there's definitely an oversaturation of not only producers but rappers mainly. Like, you look at the Louisville area, and I'm sure people out there are going to say the same shit about me, but when I look at how many people are making music and how many people are making beats and stuff, it's like it's definitely a dope thing to see. For a city like Louisville that's not really on the map, like Jack's obviously popping, and Bryson Tiller is more of an R&B artist, and he's pops.
Right.
There's people in Louisville that are doing well for themselves. OS Drip's making his own wave, but in a general aspect of it, obviously B-Sim's made it out too and done his thing, but like there's definitely an oversaturation of artists, and what I mean by that is like there's a lot of people who are putting out music just to do it. For us, I think I can speak for both me and Jay when I say like it goes beyond just music for us. We have dreams and ambitions and goals.
Right.
So I think a lot of it is people. I look at studio times and I look at how many artists are in there. I'm like, these dudes are like, not to be an asshole, but these dudes don't have a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's mainly just from a creative standpoint, like, or they're just copying the same flows. Like the Detroit sound is huge right now in this area.
Like the scam type of.
Yeah, like everybody's rapping like Detroit artists right now, and everybody's rapping like so and so. Like I'm looking for Louisville to make its own wave, and maybe Louisville's own wave is having a bunch of artists with different sounds, that are dope. And so, from my perspective, I just look at it like, why is everybody trying to do something that's not already that's already done? Why would you not try to be more original with your music? So it's like, I don't know. It's just my personal thoughts on it. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, Louisville's a hating ass city, and they don't
I,
want to see me get out. I'm be honest with you, like,
no, that's a big topic I talked about on the first season of this show with a lot of artists, man. It's like in the business, bro, the music business, it's done in a very inefficient way in Louisville. And it just, it's just not there yet. The music
no,
business in
it's,
Louisville,
it's
and
a
they're,
bunch of people who act and think that they know what's happening. Or like,
yes. Now,
if you go to Atlanta, like that's how the music industry works, and that's going to operate completely different. That's why I look at D. Lee as inspiration because he's out there doing his thing. He's down in Atlanta figuring out his wave, and he's doing a great job at that.
right,
And then you look at all the people who are stuck in the mindset of like Louisville, like, bro, the goal's not to make it in Louisville. The goal's to make it worldwide. I'm not
Right.
looking to that shit's fire. I'm not looking to make a wave in Louisville. Obviously, I want to have my cities back, and it may sound hypocritical of what I have said previously, but like I think there's a lot of people with egotistical problems here in Louisville, and they don't want to see other people make it out because they haven't made it out themselves.
yeah,
But I look at like, well, maybe you're doing something wrong. Maybe that's on you.
right. I mean, I love Louisville, but I mean, I moved. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I was gonna move back to Nashville. People ask me, "Oh man, why you moving? Why you moving?" And, like just some of my friends and stuff, and it's like, bro, like I'm out with Louisville. I'm in Music City now. You know what I'm saying?
Do you like Nashville?
Oh yeah, Nashville's great, bro. It's where I'm at. I'm in Smyrna, so it's like 20 minutes east of like downtown Nashville.
Right.
But like either way, bro, it's like a 15-minute drive, right into Nashville, and it's amazing. Like, I went to school at Middle Tennessee, so I was that's in Murfreesboro, which is like 20 minutes east further. So, but yeah, I knew I was coming back here. I had to get back here. But yeah, Nashville's great. Dope. A lot of dope studios, a lot of great engineers, and the rap scene here. It's mostly country, but it's a lot of good music, country, folk, and but the rap scene here is definitely, it's growing, and it's there's some good rappers here. I can't lie, but
There gotta be some.
right, yeah,
That's a major city. It's an urban city.
exactly. Nashville's dope though. So, what were we just? Oh yeah, the scene in Louisville. What's your take on it, Jake? What do you think about the music scene or the business in Louisville? What have you experienced with any of that?
I mean, I've kind of any beats that I've sold to other people, it's kind of been like in person, just like
Right.
Meeting them in person, just because I feel like when people are there and hear the beats in person, because they're different. They're not, just, I get asked for the same beats a lot. Like, I need Detroit type beats.
Yeah.
Just same stuff like that. And I don't really make Detroit beats. Like, I can try, but
yeah.
they're not going to come out as good as probably even the ones on YouTube. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I would say you might as well go do that. But yeah, for me, it's been a lot of that right now in Louisville. That's why I've been trying to like expand out to other cities and work with other producers and just guys who have easier access to artists and just people that I can collab with. Even in Louisville, I've been working with a couple guys. There's a dude named Jalen Bradley who's really cold. He can really do anything. But yeah, I've been working with him a little bit and just trying to just expand and meet new people. Really, I think it's really a lot about connections. Honestly, as long if you can find if you can find your way in with somebody, then you can really
do that.
Yeah.
So, what is your kind of style? I mean, obviously you're with Tate, but like, what would you say your style is, or do you not have one of making beats?
I don't know. I think I have like two kind of different styles. I don't know. Like I kind of started making beats doing like the harder like trap beats, like the 808 Mafia type stuff, and that's what kind of inspired me to start making beats. But then now, since I started working with Tate, he has like a groovier type flow. Like he can do like an old school type. So I've kind of for the past year and a half or so, or 2 years, I've been just making like just different types. I mean, he's actually expanded my beats quite a bit, but
yeah, that's that relationship, that's symbiotic. Y'all are helping each other grow.
For sure.
Yeah, man. So, What's I see you've got some work with Kinslow Tate. I've talked to him recently. I did a clean mix for him not too long ago. You've had a feature with him. Who else you collaborated with or trying to collaborate with?
For this project, the only person that I'm looking at even having on this project is BSim.
Okay.
I mean, but I've definitely worked with Kenzo in the past. And the main reason why I don't want really any features on the project is because that's just my wave.
Right.
I think when it comes down to like my albums and projects and like Tate's,
Yeah.
I think I'm best for my solo exposure. I think I'm different in this, and not in a bad way or like saying that in a cocky way. I think it's like a humble thing to say, like I'm just different. So I don't want that to be perplexed and like complex with the sounds and lyrics and intentions of other artists. I think me and B just go hand in hand together. So, we definitely got our own work. In terms of artists I want to work with, I mean, obviously, like, it'd be sick to work with Jack.
Yeah. You said you know him pretty well.
I mean, I know him enough. Like,
Okay.
so I've known Jack since I don't even know how long. Probably since I was like 14 or 15.
Okay.
I would guess.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, because I know we got a picture together at Oaks, and I was a sophomore in high school, so a decent time before that. I met him through my boy Urban, his photographer. Urban's my fucker. I love Urban. He's a good dude. I drove Urban to school, and Urban was he and Jack obviously been boys forever. I've actually known Urban for even longer, so Jake's known Urban for a minute too, because not only did he go to Manual, but when we were in grade school, we went through we went to a Catholic school, so we went through different programs and stuff together.
Oh yeah.
So I can remember seeing him around for quite a while. But I've had the opportunity to like be in some of Jack's videos. I've had the opportunity to go to some of his music video shoots. I haven't had the opportunity to work with him creatively or like be in the studio with him, but it's definitely something I want to get to eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like.
And I've openly, what'd you say?
It sounds like we were talking earlier about connections and networking. It sounds like you got a pretty good way in, but you could to definitely get some work with him.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest thing is I got to make it on my own first.
Yeah.
I gotta get that shit popping on my own before I'd ever go to Jack and see if he'd ever want to work. I've openly told him before, like I'm gonna get right and I'm gonna fucking once I start popping, I'm gonna come to you and we're gonna start working. And he's pretty much just told me like that I'm a smart guy, I'll figure my way, and when I do, he'll be down to work. So he's definitely one of the guys. I mean, I would say one of my favorite artists in Louisville that not a lot of people fuck with or like know of because of who he's around is One Take Timmy. And
somebody said Cameron said One Take Timmy. Shout out to him. And I've heard about him, but what is he? He's
a rapper, bro. He works a lot with like Montana 300 up in Chicago and shit. Like he's definitely got his own wave. He's definitely heavier than the music I make, but shit, me, Cam, B, all those boys, we used to hoop together. One Take up at St. Francis up on Marshall Road, and and yeah, One Take, he was he'd always go up there and hoop. I played him some of my music. He thought that shit was hard.
Is he good? He must be good. Good rapper.
He's definitely dope. He's got a dope sound. He definitely has his sound figured out, and his lyrics are cold. So he's definitely another guy from Louisville that I fuck with. I don't like would I ever make music with him? I don't know. I don't know that he'd ever want to make music with me, to be quite frank, because just we're two different waves. But
yeah, well, at least you know that,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, another guy that I'd want to work with is OS Drip. But man, other than that, yeah, definitely check him out. But other than that, man, there's really not. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm trying to be humble about it. But there's not a lot of artists in Louisville that I'm wanting to work with right now, to be quite frank.
Yeah. We spoke on the phone about a week ago. You were telling me about you've had some experiences just like going in the studio and hearing rappers that are just terrible and like, you know, like not terrible, but like you said, you know, like I feel you, because like you'll hear people that, you know, it's just like, wow, like you
Well, I mean, for me, it's like, this is the music God speaking to me. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
bro,
I'm not hating.
why
I'm just
why
saying,
are you? I'm like, why are you in the studio?
yeah, it's
Taking
like,
up time and
yeah,
money. I mean, for the engineers and stuff, great for them. You know what I'm saying? It's business. You know,
mm-hmm.
if I'm an engineer and I got some trash ass dude in here, I'm probably charging him more money than I would somebody who's gonna start popping. Be honest.
Yeah,
And
no,
like,
that
I
it's
hear
a,
dudes, I'm like, bro, why are you taking up studio time? Like, I mean,
yeah.
not to,
I remember, well, David Lee was telling me once, because I was interning at 400, probably back, it's probably been 4 years now, and he told me after a session once, he was like, man, this dude came in here, spent 3 hours on one verse, and he wanted to freestyle the whole thing, and he was like,
yeah,
for real, dude, like if you want to be the most efficient with your time, bro, you practice your verse, dude. And if you don't write, you know, if you're somebody like, you know, if you don't write and you freestyle, you better be like Jay-Z or something like that, you know.
you better be Lil Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not always
Yeah.
like that, you know. Sometimes, and
No, no.
if you're getting started, you know, there's nothing wrong with. I was just curious about some of your experiences about that.
Yeah,
'Cause
I mean, for me, what I do a lot of times, and this is different from what I've done creatively, mainly because of my ability to craft in the studio. You know, what most often I would do is like, you know, record at my home and then take that to the music studio. So, you know, I've gone to the studio before and had a 3 hour session where I recorded 6, 7 songs for a whole tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's no problem at all. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of people out there who say they rap and want to rap just to say that they do.
yeah,
You know,
it's definitely an image thing.
Yeah.
That goes a long way. But like for real, dude, like if you look at especially people like Thug or like Gunna or Lil Baby and all them, bro. If I was, you know, when I started thinking about this, really, like when they aren't like partying or, you know, doing shows, bro, or even when they're on the road, bro, they are recording. That is literally what they do. And it's with talking about, you know, the image of being a rapper, bro. You got to work super hard, and that's with anything. But like, I mean, literally, when you think about it, bro, you know, Young Thug's got like 15,000 unreleased songs or something like that. Or it might be him or Future or something like that. But like, just sitting on a hard drive. You know what I'm saying? It's so the image comes with the work, and that's with anything. But like when you, I think it's interesting because I was thinking about it one day, and I was like, that has to be all they're doing is recording when they're not working. Like, and they are working when they're recording. It's just, you know, with the image of being a rapper, bro, there comes a lot of responsibility, bro. You got to work, you got to record. And like you said, some, you know, it's just like some people, it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, and again, I'm not hating, but there, you know, there's a fine line for the people that want to take it seriously, you know. So
I agree.
I've spent some time with some not really bad rappers, just interesting, but always some interesting experiences. So anyways, plans for shows in the future. I know it's kind of hard with COVID right now, obviously, but what you got anything on the back burner? What's going on?
Yeah, so before COVID hit last year, I was supposed to do a show at Nirvana up on Barstown Road. And so that was definitely kind of a bummer because I think it was set to be done like in late March. And then I was talking with some of the, I guess, people who planned the events there and shit. And they really liked some of my music and they wanted me to come in and perform, but that kind of got shut down because of COVID. So hopefully when COVID opens back up, you know, and I put out this project and get that shit popping a little bit, I think, you know, get a little following in Louisville. I know I have a lot of people that would show me support in general. So definitely open to doing shows. In terms of like ones I have planned right now, I don't. That goes back to, you know, that's why I want B to go ahead and manage my ass because I think that would assist with that as well, you know, and a business partner with me. So it's kind of what I'm working towards right now.
Totally. Hell yeah, bro. So, man, that's you know, it's been some good talks, good discussions about on here about SoundCloud, about rapping, about, you know, it's been I appreciate you coming on here, man. You and Jake. I'm glad we could get Jake in here too. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to ask y'all as a duo. You know what? Jake, we talked about the beats. Talk about Oh, okay, Jake. What are your some of your go-to plugins? What you got stock? You got those stock FL plugins, or you got some other?
No, I use Purity a lot. You know what Purity is?
Yeah. That's
Really,
that
the
VS.
old.
Yeah, VST.
Yeah, it's old, but it has good, simple sounds, and you can manipulate them pretty good. I like to start off with just like some basic like melodies, just like from Purity or something, just something that I can lay out, and then I'll switch over to something like. Have you ever heard of Pigments?
Mm-mm.
Pigments. It's a VST with a lot of just crazy sounds and stuff like that, like Pigments and Electra X, and
I've heard about Electra X. I've thought about
yeah.
getting that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's a lot of sounds on there you can use for sure.
Now, Jake, do you do much mixing? I saw you mixed one song for Tate.
Yeah, it was just really at a time we didn't have any engineers, and I was like, yeah, I'll try to do it. So I tried to figure it out for the time being, and it's just hard to do that on FL, honestly.
Yeah,
it's
but it can be done, you know.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's interesting. What? So you just didn't have. There was no engineers, so you had to step up to the plate. You had to get in there, get your mixing game right. How was it? How did it turn out? Because I can't remember which song it was.
I don't know either.
I mean, Gertrude, that whole project he's got on the SoundCloud was mixed by him.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know if that's true.
I know Gumdrop was mixed by him.
I don't know if that's accurate, but I mixed a couple. It was tough. I don't really still know much about it. I mean, I know how to mix my beats, but other than that, I mean, for the most part, I know how to mix my beats. I mean, it's not really too important. Like I know leveling is really just basically what you need. Like if you have good samples and
exactly, especially with these drum kits now, these sounds and these 808s and stuff, bro, you don't even need a whole lot of mixing as long as it's smacking and it's hitting. But
sure.
I try to always make sure, like, in my beats, like, you know, if something, you know, it might be, you know, really hard, but like, you know, I try to like use a second ear on it and be like, okay, maybe there's probably something I could do to make it a little better. But sometimes when you do that and it just doesn't sound as good, it's just like, man, just leave it.
You don't want to overdo it.
Exactly.
It.
Nothing worse than an overcooked meal, bro.
Corey said Chili, the best producer out there.
Yeah, I saw that. And Cameron said no females in the studio.
Yeah.
And
is Cam still back on here? Cam, comment him if he's on here.
I think he is. Oh, here goes my mom. What's up, Mom?
What's up, Mom?
Shout out Miss James.
Yeah, shout out to Miss James. Well, yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all coming on here. That's kind of the end of my questions I had for y'all. But what's y'all got any closing remarks you'd like to finish out with?
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be putting out my project here, I said, in the coming weeks. I'll be, putting out a project title, album name. I'll do a release. I'll probably wind up dropping a single like a few days or a week before my project drops, just to give people a little inside peek of what they can expect.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to family. Shout out my girl.
Yeah.
Shout out doing dishes.
Hey.
Shout out Cam. Like I said, Huber. Shout out Reed.
Oh hell yeah. Well, before y'all go, we got the Lush lockdown here. I'm gonna ask y'all a couple questions. It totally opinion based. Just about Louisville. Let me. It's time. Since there's two of y'all, I'm gonna give y'all 20 seconds. I'm gonna ask y'all questions, and Tate, you answer first, and then Jake. Let me. Hold up. Yeah. Let me set this. All right. First question is.
Who's this for, Tate?
Tate, yeah.
For both of us.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. And then I'm gonna give y'all 15 seconds since there's two of y'all. And first question is: you're in Louisville. You got 15. Yeah, okay. No, you got $10. Where are you going to eat? You got 15 seconds.
Where am I going to eat? I'm
10,
probably going
9.
La Bodeguita.
Okay. What about you, Jake?
Shirley Mays.
Sure. Well, I've never heard of either of those. What was it? What'd you say, Tate?
La Bodeguita, man. I like my Cuban.
But where is that?
It's down in Nulu.
Okay, and Shirley Mays, Jake. What is that?
It's a soul food place. It's up east downtown.
Okay.
I don't even know how to really explain it. It's just soul food, just good old chicken.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Most people when I ask that question, they always say a chicken place.
Yeah.
The chicken place in Louisville I like the most. I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna say Indies because like I haven't had that in a while, but it is that Indies pretty good.
Indies is gas.
It's
Indies
top.
is gas.
Yeah, but I like Joella's too. But Indies is pretty damn good. All right.
Christ.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna give y'all 6 seconds for this one. It's a quick one. UK or U of L?
U of L.
I'm nobody ever again.
Nobody ever again. What does that mean?
Yeah. I just don't care for anybody no more. Ever since Wayne left U of L, I just don't care. And
yeah, hey, that's yeah. Shout out
in
to
UK. I just don't feel. They don't have culture or anything. It's just they just bring dudes in and they suck real bad. You know what I mean? So it's just like
yeah, they suck this year. Yeah.
So it's just like I'm cool on it. I think I'll just
right.
Yeah,
I feel you. Tate, you said U of L?
U of L, no doubt.
Okay. Well, my whole family went to UK, so I'm born and raised a UK fan, but I didn't go to UK, so you know I kind of got some leverage. I might turn into a Tennessee Volunteer fan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't go for what are y'all? What the Middle Tennessee?
Oh yeah, I do. I mean, we used to be good. They made the tournament.
Basketball.
Yeah. They made the tournament back when I was a senior in high school, and they beat Michigan State in the first round. And then the next year we made it to the second round too. But yeah, we suck now. But
they'll have their upswing.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Last question here. Oh, hold up. 15 seconds. Here we go. Best rapper out of Louisville ever. Go.
Tate.
Jake?
I have to say Tate as well.
Okay. Hey. Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Out of Louisville ever.
Ever. Hey, man. I'm not mad at that. Well, guys, Jake, Tate, I appreciate y'all coming on here as the duo, kind of get the exclusive, tap into what y'all's creative process is like. Tate, I appreciate all the input, and Jake too, about y'all's work. You know, that's the goal of the show, shining light on Louisville creatives and y'all's work. And, I think we definitely did that today. So be on the lookout for Tate's project, dropping here soon. You can follow Tate's Instagram at Tate MCG, no underscores, no anything. I got it pulled up here. And then Jake, your Instagram is just Jake Chili, isn't it?
Yeah, Jake Chili.
Jake Chili. Yes.
Yeah,
sir.
and shout out to Vinci. He's a new upcoming rapper that I'm gonna put on after Tate gets on and good.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out Vinci. That's my boy. Vinci's hard. Shout out my boy
Vinci.
AC. Shout out my boy AC. Yeah. He's an Australian producer. He's fucking hard too. But my boy Vinci. Once I get on, I'm putting my boy Vinci on, no doubt. Shout out my boy Jay Harney. Shout out my boy Jared. Shout out Nemo. Shout out.
Oh my God.
You know.
Yeah, I know all those guys. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
shout out Shaners, my fucking boy. Been working with him since day one. My fucking dog. Go peep his new song out, Po Boy.
I saw that he's got a song I was gonna listen to before the show. I'm about to listen to it right now.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Shaner. Farewell. Mm-hmm. Shout out Cam. Shout out my little brother Corey. Shout out Reed. Shout out Huber. Shout out all my boys. And definitely shout out my lady downstairs.
Yeah, okay. Gotta get that. What you got? Big Valentine's Day plans?
Shit. little Tiffany necklace.
Don't give it away. Don't. She gonna know. Did you already give it to her?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it kind of sucks.
We give Christmas gifts 2 weeks early, bro.
Oh wow.
She don't like waiting. She doesn't like to wait. So.
Doesn't sound like it.
No.
I was gonna say what? Yeah, it kind of sucks at Valentine's Day on a Sunday, but I think last year it was on a Friday. But yeah, nah, I'm not doing nothing. But I might. What'd you say?
I said I feel you on that.
Yeah. See, you ain't got plans, Jake.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, I feel that.
Ever.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. But I might have a little something in the works, but I don't know if I want to put that effort in. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Yeah.
But all right, guys. Well, I appreciate you all coming on here, dropping some gems and some game. Y'all follow Tate's SoundCloud. It's just Tate, Louisville, United States. Follow, run his tracks up, and be on the lookout for his project. And we'll talk soon, guys. Good to see y'all.
Yes,
Send
sir.
me some samples.
Yeah,
Yes,
I got
sir.
you. Yeah. Hey,
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, Jake. Most of my samples that I'll probably send you are off vinyl, but I mean, whatever. I'm still send them.
Just send them. I'll see if I can do something with them.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'll do that, bro. And
right.
yeah, y'all stay safe. Good to see y'all.
All right, bro. You do the same.
Yeah, talk soon.
Peace.
Man, hella good combos. Good to see them, man. I ain't seen Jake in a while. I ain't seen Tate either. But yeah, so we all went to high school together. But good to see them. Good to tap in with them. Again, y'all sure follow Tate, listen to his songs, listen to his music, follow his Instagram, and Jake too. Jake has 0 post. Hold up, let me get back with Tate. Yeah. So this guy B Sims, that might be somebody I get on the podcast. He sounds like he's got his thing together. Well, that's pretty much all I have for today. Again, if you want to be on the email list, shoot me a DM or just text me your email or whatever. Check out. Let me get to my SoundCloud. Check out a couple of my beat tapes I just put out. I'm gonna be that guy right now. I'm gonna show you all my music. Got the No Love beat tape in honor of Valentine's Day. Click on that. Give me a follow. Give me a listen. And yeah, so everybody be safe. Have a good Valentine's Day. Show lots of love. And we'll be back next week. Got another cool guest planned for next week. So Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Lush Louisville's here. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Lush Louisville. We're out.